Okay, great. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our final session on StarkNet Basecamp. So today we are pleased to have Emilie. She will introduce herself better, but she is basically going to talk about open source contribution, how to get started with open source contribution, specifically on OnlyDust. And I hope that each one of you will have a good time enjoying the sessions and just getting really, really hands-on with the open source week, which OnlyDust currently have. And just to reiterate again, for people that haven't been following through, or maybe if in case you forgot, we are sharing all the links on our Notion page. So we only have one session remaining, which is OnlyDust with open source contribution. And after tonight's session, rather, we are going to update this database with all the links necessary for you to want to go back and do some references, etc. So, Emilie, I would love for you to introduce yourself. I hope you can speak now, and I hope you can share your screen now.
Hi. I don't think I can, wait, no, I cannot. Sharing is not turned on and video, oh, there, wait, let's see if it works now.
Okay.
Nice. Yes, now you can see me.
Amazing. Yeah.
Hi. Let me see if I can share my screen as well. 1 second. Is it over? 1 second. Gonna share. Is it this? This is probably our conversation, but we're gonna go.
Yeah.
Can you see my full screen though? The screen of the platform, or is it still on the chat?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Oh, I can see. Yeah.
The screen of the website. Okay, cool. Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Emilie. I'm part of the OnlyDust team. And maybe some of you know me, maybe some of you don't. Maybe you're all new, but I help manage the community of OnlyDust. So I am very much in contact with contributors and maintainers, developers in general. So basically, like any questions that you have, it normally comes through me. So that's basically what me in very short. And today I'm really happy to introduce you a bit more about the platform itself, how open source contributions can help you, and just give you a few recommendations that I normally give for new contributors. Just making sure that you can hear me well. I hope that you can hear me well.
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, great. Okay, and so I saw that the Basecamp you were all doing StarkNet for now, so that's nice. So what I'm sharing right now is the platform of OnlyDust. So for those of you that do not know OnlyDust, we help connect developers to open source projects across different ecosystems, principally that are on blockchain, right? So you have already did a Basecamp on StarkNet. StarkNet is one of our biggest partners. And I think next month, if I'm not mistaken, you are doing Stellar, and Stellar is another big blockchain ecosystem partner that we collaborate with, and we have a few other ecosystems that you can explore. Now, when you first start your open source journey, it can really feel wait 1 second. It can feel a bit daunting, right? Sometimes you're because I mean it can feel like a lonely road. You don't know where to go, where to start. Most people, go onto GitHub, and I mean there's so many projects, don't know where to start, right? So what we've been working on, which you can see here on the website, is we try to make the flow of finding your first issue or your first project as simple as possible. So when you first sign up on the platform, everything is synchronized between GitHub and OnlyDust. This way, when you work on issues, when you tackle open source issues on GitHub that are from the projects that you found on OnlyDust, everything is just coordinated. Okay, so it just makes the flow much easier. And so, as you can see on this page, when you first sign up and join onto the platform, you will be able to see over here projects that provide good first issues. Note that this doesn't necessarily mean that it's just for beginners. It's more good first issue of issues where it can help you get onboarded quicker into a project to really understand the project. Okay, but it's always good for newcomers, those that do not know much about what the project is about or the ecosystem. So here you get to find those good first issues. You can explore all of our open source projects depending on the category of your choice. And over here, you can go further and see projects that are trending, those that are most collaborative, and those that have recent activity. So as mentioned, when you start off your open source journey, it may feel daunting when you go onto GitHub because you don't know which projects are active or not. And we try to show as much as possible on the platform to make it easier for you. You can also over here browse through all of the projects that we have. You can filter, for example, depending on issues that are available. That way, it's much easier for you to see. And for instance, this one, Scavenger Hunt, when there's a project that interests you, because you like gaming, for example, when you go on it, you will be able to have the overview of the project. So we recommend projects to be as detailed as possible. Their description, the languages, the languages that are used in that repo. And here you'll be able to see, for example, their good first issues, and then all of the available issues um, on their repo. So you don't need to go into GitHub to check that out. You can see that in their dashboard, recent activity, and over here we also filter. Sorry, we recommend projects that are similar to the one that you are interested in. Now, something that would interest you is how do you go about applying? Okay, so this also we make it as intuitive as possible. So for instance, let's say that you were interested in this good first issue after you read, their description, the overview over here. Let's say you were interested in this one. You click on it. Moving my screen here. You click on it, you can read the description again, the task that is required, their contributions guidelines, and we also recommend that you join their Telegram group or Discord, whatever type of community group that they have, so that you can stay connected with the maintainers. It's definitely something that we recommend to newcomers. And then if you are interested in this one over here, this is where you can write a bit more about, yourself and why you would be a good fit to tackle this issue. When that is done, I'm interested in this one, you send over your application. When you send over the application, this GitHub comment goes automatically into the repo of the project. And then all you have to do is just wait and see if your profile has been selected to tackle the issue. And if it has, you'll get a notification, and then you can start working on the issue on GitHub, and it's synchronized. All PR merge will be synchronized onto your profile. So if I can show you, let me show you what that means. For instance, let's have a look. Let's have a look over here. This would be the dashboard of your profile when you start making more and more contributions. So for example, over here, you can see their language skills, the ones that they use most. What, ooh, okay, there was a question. 1 second, I will come to you very shortly. The ecosystems that they collaborate more in, and this is all synchronized with GitHub, okay? So all of the contribution activity is over here. Now, sorry, it was Chelsea that you raised your hand. Did you have a question before I continue? Was the hand mistake? Okay, I think it. Oh, okay. I don't know how to make it that you can speak. Oh, yes, it was a mistake. Okay. Okay. No worries. And so now when I go back to, you can still see my screen, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. And so this is basically a contributor profile, right? Which just shows that every time that you make a contribution, which you see here, every time you make a PR merged, you'll have this lovely, lovely profile. Okay. And another thing that, before I get to that, one thing that we do to help newcomers come onto the platform is that each month we have an open source week. We are currently having one right now, which you can actually participate if you wish to try out issues, especially in StarkNet, because we have quite a bit of, I think we have like 50 projects on StarkNet that are looking for new contributors. So it's perfect for you to try it out and build your skills. Let me put it here. I put it in the chat if you wanted to check it up, to sign up, to have a look at the projects. And so yes, as I was saying, each month we have an open source week where contributors come and participate and compete with one another to be assigned to an issue. So as mentioned, we have over 85 projects over here, which you can filter according to your language skills, to the ecosystem of your choice, and also issue availability. Okay. And just like I showed you, when there's a project of interest, so let's say, for example, here, you just go and have a read through the project and then send in your application. So it's as easy as that. But we recommend each time when you are new, as I previously mentioned, to join the community groups. We have our own Telegram group called the OD community, where we post news all the time regarding this open source week, and where we also post the community groups of each project. Lavender could share it with you all. And this is where I also keep in contact with you when you have any pending questions, or doubts, or if there are any bugs, etc. I saw that there was a chat. Is it possible for You didn't get the link. It's just here. It's just above. Kimani, it's over here. There was another question. Eliwa, you said, is it possible for multiple contributors to work on a single issue? So this actually depends on the project itself. There are some maintainers that may assign 1 or 2 people, but normally it's 1 person per issue. So it's mainly a single issue that you work on. But sometimes there are maintainers that do assign two because maybe the task is bigger, etc. But really, like I would say 95% of the time, it's really just one person per issue. Now, regarding the open source week and just in general on the platform, if you're interested, is the fact that when you contribute to ecosystem to the StarkNet or Stellar ecosystem, we have put in a sort of retroactive grants where contributors are may be rewarded for their contribution. If I'm also going to share with Lavender the link to that will just help you read more about what that means. But basically, what I wanted to share is that when you make good, valuable contributions, and a project is eligible for a grant, you can be eligible for a reward. And so basically what happens is this is calculated according to your month's activity, right? So for instance, if you weren't able to join the open source week, but you were able to join, let's say, another project that was not during this event and contributed to it, and it was a very good PR, and it was on a project that does have eligible, project grant, you will be able to get that reward. That is why over here, let me show you. Wait, no, is it here? You sometimes see, for example, in the contributors, the rewarded amounts that some received for example, for the project or all-time round. And we want to say that this isn't necessarily the end goal of open source contribution. Here, what we want is for you to be able to develop your skills to explore ecosystems where you'd feel, more comfortable in, and that we are here to accompany you and support you throughout this journey. Because the more that you contribute, maybe one day you'll start to have an idea of a project that you would like to build, and we are here to support that. So that is definitely something that I do want to share with you. Does the OD crest differ from the OD build? Yep, I'm coming to that. Thanks for sharing that question. So it's different, okay? Because the OD quest, this is something that we are testing out with a few projects, and it's also great for contributors to be onboarded into a specific project. So it's different, and it can be done in parallel to the open source week, to the OD build. So doing one does not mean that you cannot do the other. The OD quests, instead of tackling just one issue, you apply to be assigned to a squad, a team, where you will be tackling a few issues to help advance that project. Okay, so it's different in the sense that that the OD build is more about you doing, one issue here, maybe one issue in another project, whereas the OD quest is a set of issues in one quest to help advance projects. And so it's just a great way for you to dive into a project, and if you have a good feeling with the maintainers, you may be able to continue building even more in their project and go further. So either one is great. We're trying this out, and so so far, well, we need to see the result because we just launched this on Thursday. And what else? Oh yes, over here, the ecosystems. This is what I mentioned, that we have a variety of ecosystems which you can explore. And And in each ecosystem, like let's say, for example, in StarkNet, we give the overview of the ecosystem and here a documentation on how to get started as a contributor, but as well ideas that would be good for you if to build if you ever wanted to think about building on that ecosystem itself. And then finally here, this is something that we just started working on, is how to find a project. So even if if you started browsing through the projects that you're still not sure with your skills, etc., you can use this chat Odyssey bot and just give her the the requirements of, for example, like the skills, your interests, etc. And the bot will recommend you the projects and the issues that you can apply to. And yeah, and so as a maintainer, as I was saying, for those that in the future, or if you have a project idea now, you can submit your own open source project. There's no requirement. I mean, in the sense that you can, if you have an open source project idea and you want to put it on, you can put it on. And obviously you can come to me to talk about it if you would like the project to participate in a future open source week, a future OD build. And yeah, that's it for for the open source contribution side of how it works on the platform. And I was going to finish by saying just a few recommendations when you are new. So definitely the first one is come and join us in the Telegram group, because that's a great way for you to be part of the community and where you can ask, questions, get in touch with me, get in touch as well with our dev care team. And I will answer you, Eliwa, about the deployment stage of the project. I'll answer you that after. And second is when there's a project of interest, as I mentioned a few times, do join their community groups because it's really, really important for you to be in contact with the maintainers, to introduce yourself. Because sometimes maybe issues are not available yet, but if you have a good contact with the maintainer, if you introduce yourself, it can actually help your chances. Maintainers, they're humans. They're excited to have you join their project. So it's always good to have that that communication style. And so it's really important. Like if you have any questions, do ask. And yeah, I would say that those are things that I do highly recommend when you first start your open source journey. And just to answer your question, do you help on the deployment stage of the project? I'm guessing more about like the development, right, of the project. We launched a dev care program where we're here to really support contributors all along their journey from the beginning to the end when we push them to either find maybe exciting opportunities in different ecosystems. And so we do have, like it is our goal to help you, for instance, structure your project. We give, for example, help advice on the number of issues that you need to create, how to detail them, and then help you with the different milestones, for instance. And we're also going to help projects that are at later stages that would like to apply for grants in ecosystems to help you out with, for example, the application forms to make the chance much better on your side. So I hope that answered your question. Let me know if it did, or if you have any more, like if you wanted more precision on something, do let me know. And the dev care program you can join in immediately too. Did that answer the question? I think so. Yes. You
Okay.
hope the platform allows contributors to work on free time schedule. What does free time schedule mean? Because the platform allows you to work. Sorry, what does free time schedule mean?
Hmm. I think he's maybe typing it out, or I hope so. So, yeah, oh, yeah.
Not to be on live session. No, 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 no. It's because maintainers are from all around the world, right? So there is no that you do it on your own time. What I do suggest, however, is if you are blocking somewhere, or if, for instance, if you were, let's say, assigned to an issue, and somehow you're blocking somewhere because maybe you have, I don't know, personal reasons, like you are sick or you're traveling or something came up with work, that it doesn't matter. The thing that matters though is always communicate with the maintainer to let them know where you're at, so that they know that you're not just not being responsive, and for them not to reassign the issue to another person. That's all. Like, transparent communication is really important. But no, you work on your own time. Yeah, yeah. It's not expected of you to work at whatever hour. Because yeah, we have maintainers that are from Latin America all the way to Japan. So there's no way to be 24/7 with everyone. So yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much, Emilie, for the amazing session. I have one question, or maybe it's a concern. Um, Probably you've mentioned it, but maybe just to be clear, when we have like new contributors and it's their first time trying to get assigned issues, are there like really key points that they should consider, including in their application, that they will get considered for that issue, or how could they possibly go about it?
Yeah, so the best thing is avoid just saying, "Hi, I'm interested in this issue."
Mm.
Maintainers don't like that because it feels that you're not making an effort and that you're probably doing that to a lot of projects. So be as personal as possible. I always recommend um, to be true. For instance, if you are a new contributor but you have the necessary skills, mention it. Mention, hey, I'm new to the ecosystem. I just, you can say, I just finished the StarkNet Basecamp. I have skills in this. I would love to try this out. Give that sort of information, personal information, skills as well, and why that issue you can maybe solve it. That's always worthwhile. It's
Nice.
very, very important. And when you send in that application, then what you can do is join those community groups and just be like, hey, hi, I'm so and so. I just sent in my application. I hope it will be considered. If not, well, I'm interested in seeing if there are other issues available. Something simple like that.
Okay, great. So I hope we will get really quality applications from this cohort applying to OnlyDust open issues. And it's really, really a great platform, because not only are you upskilling yourself, you are also earning rewards in the process, which is really amazing. And that's why I am bullish about OnlyDust and open source contributions like that. I don't know if anyone else has a question. If you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat, and Emilie will be happy to answer you. But yeah, as we wait for any other question, so an exciting update again, we will have an RL meetup, an OnlyDust week, open source contribution meetup in Nairobi on 29th of March. And it will be so amazing to have you all attend if you are in Kenya, of course, to just come through. It's going to happen in Westlands at Antler, a really, really amazing venue that you all should, it will be enough for everybody in case you all decide to come through, which I encourage you all to come through. So we will have Emilie again joining us for that session, so you don't want to miss it. And we will dive deeper into like open source contribution, really get hands-on. And before then, we are expecting you all to have created your OnlyDust accounts and just started to like check out the application and just check around the ecosystems that you'll be open to contributing to. It will be happening during the Stellar dev camp, so hopefully you will be able to contribute to Stellar issues as well before the events. And just if you have any questions, we'll be on the ground to just help you debug. We will also have some amazing mentors from also the ecosystems that you're collaborating with, Stella and StarkNet, hopefully. So it will be really, really an impactful session that each one of you should definitely be present. Yeah, so that's that from me. Emilie, I don't know if you have anything else that you want to share.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope it was I hope it was clear for all of you. And of course, if you need to, if there are any other questions, I'm just gonna send my Telegram over here. And yeah, and so I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Amazing. And thank you so much for finding time to just join in and chat with us. Really appreciate it. And so this whole week is going to be like an open source contribution week. And we hope that the builders that have gone through the StarkNet based camp will actually take up the opportunities and just participate in the OnlyDust week as well.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I will just hopefully, oh yeah, we've only spent like 36 minutes, so it's okay. And we will definitely just in case there's no any other question, maybe let me just double check. Okay, so someone is asking if there will be online sessions for that. Or we could work something around, make it hybrid since Emilie will be joining us virtually anyway. So we can find a way to just accommodate everybody else that would want to join in virtually as well. But the people in Kenya, in Nairobi, will have the privilege to be present IRL, which we really, really are excited about it. So that event is actually sponsored by OnlyDust, and we hope that you all will have a really, really amazing time while at it. Yeah, okay. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for your consistency throughout the sessions. We really appreciate you all. Until next time, bye-bye.
Bye, and thank you so much for everyone for joining, and thank you so much, Lavender, for having me.
Of course, anytime. Bye.
Bye.